You're listening to Beyond the Gates Tea, the podcast. Welcome to Beyond the Gates Tea, the podcast. I'm your host, Cornelius, and for the first time, probably not the last, I did the intro, and you're going to get to hear me, and only me, talk about the last week or so of Beyond the Gates.
I will do it. I will donate a portion of my liver to save Eva's life.
We're going to get into the Eva and Kat of it all, but first, I got to give mad props to the production crew at Assembly Studios in Doraville, Georgia. While the acting was phenomenal during the tornado episodes, it would not have been the same without the incredible staging of everything. Now, I said this in one of my videos on Instagram, but I felt very discombobulated watching the show, even though we know there are only two major rooms at the country club. From the lighting, the tree falling down, the wind ripping all about, Jacob not being able to get to the country club because of the power lines being down, that single leaf in Anita's hair, it was perfect and easily one of the best natural disaster storylines in soap opera history. Okay, I won't make you wait. The Eva and Kat of it all. A while back, one of them was talking about the other one and said something to the effect of, I wouldn't give her an organ if she needed it. And I'm thinking it was Eva who said that about Kat. And anyway, I said, yep, that is what's going to happen. There's going to be a blood transfusion needed, a need for an organ, and they're going to be matches. Now, Kat definitely took her time in deciding if she was even going to get tested. I thought it was insane, truly insane, how Martin and Isaiah spoke to her. They've got a lot of apologizing to do in the next year. I mean, hell, the rest of the show, because it was awful. And I think Martin's anger comes from something deep-seated in their childhood, how he may have perceived Kat to be the favorite because she was Ted and Nicole's rainbow baby. He's jealous of Kat and the attention she received growing up. I don't know. There's something in there. Or he's really just riding for Eva, which is what Isaiah's rant was all about. Again, I need them to apologize to Kat expeditiously, several times. Now, while Kat was getting hell from those two, she got a listening ear and sage advice from the women in her life. Chelsea, Nicole, Anita, they were all pretty much saying the same thing, but I believe Anita's point is what really drove Kat to go back to the hospital after finding out she was a match.
I don't have to do this.
No, you don't. But I want you to think about something. What if you say no and Eva dies? You'll carry the burden that you could have saved her for the rest of your life. How do you think you deal with that?
I don't know.
I do. Because I carry the guilt of Barbara's death.
It's a cruel irony, right? Having Anita's granddaughter save the granddaughter of her bandmate she tossed aside, Barbara, who ultimately killed herself. Beyond the Gates writers, y'all are doing the thing. Oh my God, wow, that is such good writing. And speaking of doing the thing, while Kobe carried this whole last week, we also got to give it up to Trisha Mann Grant, whose vulnerable portrayal of Leslie felt so real and palpable. I don't know if this experience is going to change Leslie, Miss Dana Leslie Thomas, whoever she is, but she will be forever indebted to Kat and the Duprees over this. And they quickly saw an out to get rid of Leslie's shouse with that storm. We hear Verna and Anita talk about the tornado knocking down whatever had been built. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. The cinematography of Kat stepping off the elevator and everyone shouting at her about what she's going to do or what will she do, and then Nicole swooping in to save her from it all. Incredibly fine acting and direction all around. All the Emmys for this year and next year, because, side note, everything we're seeing this year is what they're going to submit for the Emmys next year. So it's always a year behind. Real fast, can we talk about some storylines that we're never going to get? Kat and Eva aren't twins. Leslie didn't switch them at birth. She didn't steal one of Nicole's eggs. Eva is not Nicole's daughter. I know. Us soap opera fans have been conditioned to all these wild storylines, but I've said this so many times. Beyond the Gates, it ain't doing all that. They're giving us soapy drama without the hard-to-believe storylines from yesteryear, like a doll coming to life or demon possession. Shout out to Timmy and Marlena. And if they do decide to do something like I just described, well, I'll eat crow. Also, I'm going to need y'all to stop pretending like you don't see all the hate that's thrown toward Eva.
My girl is down bad. I hate seeing her like that. Half of y'all are preying on her downfall. I don't like that.
That was Amber, who plays Eva in an IG video. Half of y'all are rooting for her downfall, aka you wouldn't mind if she died on the show. So stop getting in my comments and saying, who doesn't like Eva, when it's clearly obvious. The other big storyline from the tornado fallout that I want to talk about is the Bill and Dani of it all having sex in that elevator. I saw an article where I believe Carla, I know it was Carla, who plays Dani, said the relationship with Andre wasn't supposed to be a thing, but the fans really loved it. So this back and forth with Bill, perhaps it was always planned, but Andre is the new element that the writers are accounting for. And baby, they are making Andre seem like the best husband ever. He is pouring out his heart to Dani about how he was so worried during the tornado, how much he loves her. He is just laying it on so thick. And of course, this guilt, and I said this in one of my videos, this guilt is kicking Dani's ass, turning her every way but loose. She goes and talks to Bill and tells him she's not going to tell anyone, even though she told Vanessa. So the only way Andre could find out is if he blabs. And of course, Bill being Bill, can't resist flirting with Dani during all this. And he can't resist talking to Andre when he bumps into him at the hospital. He's playing around with his words, and, us in the audience, we know everything. But basically, he is enjoying the fact that he slept with this man's wife. What a sick freak. Bill's awful, and I am A-okay with him getting poisoned by Haley. Anyway, whenever all this comes out, the fallout is going to be huge, and I don't think Andre is going to stick around this time. And that's when Ashley and Andre will finally get a chance at exploring the love between them. And I said what I said, so you guys got to deal with it. Before I go, there are some other things I would like to mention. I loved seeing the Banneker set with Deanna. It looked like a great dorm room, a clean dorm room. I mean, I haven't been in a dorm room in, well, it's been a minute. But her room, a young lady's room, clearly is clean. She was having a real moment with her mom until Joey interrupted them, much like he did when Doug called her and they were in Puerto Rico, called her I mean, he was talking to her while she was on the phone, and they both overheard it. I think I saw someone post a social media, like a picture of a side-by-side of Joey doing the same thing he did to Vanessa and Deanna that he did to Vanessa and Doug. Also, I love Joey's sister, Heather. She called Vanessa a bad bleach job, and Joey let that slide because that's his sister. I said it in one of my videos, but Heather ain't going nowhere. She's around for the long haul, so get used to her in these cheeky one-liners, and I think she feels some sort of way about Joey being in business and having a partnership with this woman, and him refusing to partner with her. And who knows, maybe Vanessa's in the line of fire. We'll see. I also enjoyed the scenes with the Hawthorns and Darlene coming to the hospital, comforting Isaiah, and even Leslie telling her that she's coming to her as a mother. She hopes Eva pulls through, and she wants to get to know her. All the things Darlene should have been doing before this happened. And we even got a hug between Elon and Isaiah. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to meet the other Hawthorne boy very soon. Okay, that's all for this episode. And as always, I love you for listening.